Shalom, my friends, and welcome to From the Armoury, where we search for words that we can use as weapons in the struggles of our daily lives. Today I wanted to talk about the subject of overwork. So many people are what some people call workaholics, and it raises the question, can you work too much? Can there be too much of a good thing? Can you eat too much good food, for example, is a good question, and can you do too much good work is another question. So I wanted to take a moment and read from a book called Child Guidance. It goes, "In work, we should practice temperance in our labor. It is not our duty to place ourselves where we shall be overworked. Some may at times be placed where this is necessary, but it should be the exception, not the rule. We are to practice temperance in all things. If we honor the Lord by acting our part, He will, on His part, preserve our health. We should have a sensible control of all our organs by practicing temperance in eating, in drinking, in dressing, in labor, and in all things. We can do for ourselves what no physician can do for us." We really need to be our personal doctor. We cannot rely on the wisdom of someone who went to school and does not personally know you. They can give you some counsel, but you are your first doctor. Everyone else is another counselor. The quotation continues, "As a rule, the labor of the day should not be prolonged into the evening. I have been shown that those who do this often lose much more than they gain, for their energies are exhausted, and they labor on nervous excitement. They may not realize any immediate injury, but they are surely undermining their constitution." This is a sure certainty that when we exhaust our energies and overwork ourselves, we are doing harm to ourselves. We only have a limited amount of vital force in this life, and this quote here is going to elaborate on that. Continuing, "Those who make great exertions to accomplish just so much work in a given time and continue to labor when their judgment tells them they should rest are never gainers. They are living on borrowed capital. They are expending the vital force which they will need at a future time, and when the energy they have so recklessly used is demanded, they fail for want of it. The physical strength is gone, the mental powers fail, they realize that they have met with a loss, but do not know what it is. Their time of need has come, but their physical resources are exhausted. Everyone who violates the laws of health must sometime be a sufferer to a greater or less degree. God has provided us with constitutional force, which will be needed at different periods of our lives. If we recklessly exhaust this force by continual overtaxation, we shall sometime be the losers. This is a guarantee. It is like you are born, and you have a certain amount of energy that you can utilize throughout your life. You can be reckless in your youth and just throw away those energies wastefully. Or you can be mindful of what you eat, mindful of how hard you work, mindful of how you sleep, mindful of being hydrated, mindful of making sure you have proper nutrition, mindful of making sure you drink enough water and take enough showers and use enough and practice proper hygiene, mindful that you trust in the divine power to be there as a counselor, to be there to hear your prayers, that you need not kill yourself with stress.